Good evening. Happy Halloween Eve, as it says down below, October 30th, Monday night. We're doing a live listing show. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you all for showing up. And here is Face Fuchsia Poop Shape. Welcome to the show. Hey, Vintage Codger, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Dawn is here. Hey, Dawn. Great to see you. Hello, CJ. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we're going to do some listing. I'm going to list some print ads. Just want to say hi for a couple of minutes. I have a brand new webcam that I'm premiering tonight. I just decided after a year and a half of using my phone with some software that keeps basically dying on me throughout the show. Decided enough's enough, so I invested in a nice permanent fixture here, which is this new webcam. Excited about it. So no more phones, and then I can hear the cha-ching sound when we get the sales come in. Speaking of sales, if you wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up while you're in here, I would greatly appreciate it. And we'll get to listing very shortly. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Welcome to the show, Lisa. We're going to be listing some print ads tonight. Hi, Karen. Cabbage night. Uh-oh. Cabbage night. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Welcome, man. Welcome. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Cabbage night. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? Welcome. Otherwise known as Mum, Queen of Canada, the Queen Mother, you might even say, the Queen Mother of Canada. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's been a couple of days, but camera is really the only new thing. Been listing, as we talked about briefly on Friday, I think, before the camera died. Listing a lot of hard goods recently. Spent the weekend listing a lot of stuff, clothing, records. Mostly clothing, actually. Clothing and baseball hats. Two things I'm not very accustomed to, but I'm getting used to it, and it's not as bad as I thought it was. So I just want to get rid of the stuff that we've acquired for free. Free is a great price, so that's the goal, was to get some of that stuff up, because it takes up a lot of physical space down here in the basement, and just want to, you know, make sure that we get rid of that stuff, because I've sold a couple of things for some good money already. Hello from Maine. How you doing, Rick? Welcome to the show, man. Great to have you. Sounds, yeah, cabbage. Yeah, the Queen Mom, right? She could be officially known as the Queen Mom. Queen Mother, excuse me. You're drafting hats. Very cool, man. Yeah, I'm just getting into hats because I've suddenly find myself with like 50 or 60 hats to list. Sold one so far. I've listed them. I have them on Mercari and Poshmark and eBay. Just cross-posted across those three platforms with my little Vendu app. And we'll see what happens. I have about 232 listings now on Mercari. Pretty cool. 16 on Poshmark. And a bunch on eBay. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to get into some listing. Hope you guys are ready. I'll show you a little bit about the magazine. It's another Ladies' Home Journal. It's from October, just like now, of 1921. So we did just cross over that 100-year mark. So we are into the antique print ad mode. Let us introduce you to that. Let me get the screens all set up. And again, thanks very much for joining, everybody. Hope you have a nice time tonight. Let's get rid of the banner. Alrighty. Let's pull up the drafts. There's the draft screen. The night before Halloween was also called Mischief Night. Yeah, that must be a New Jersey thing. I remember we had cousins. I'm from New York, in case you didn't know. I lived in Jersey for like 15 years, and a cousin of mine moved to a town called Sayreville, New Jersey, when we were little kids, like I was like 5 or 6, and they used to have that thing called Mischief Night, which I had never heard of in New York. But yeah, I understand it's a thing in Jersey for sure. Interesting. All right, here we go. I've set up the first ad for us to review, and we have a full picture to look at. It's for the classic Brownie, the Kodak Brownie camera. Again, this is October of 1921. I think my guess is going to be cameras, right? Hold on. Oh, okay, we'll figure that out when we get to it. But anyway, let's just take a look really quick. October 1921, Ladies' Home Journal. This is LHJ 24, meaning it's the 24th Ladies' Home Journal magazine we have autopsied and parted out. Away we go. Item number 1 for your consideration. Again, the Brownie, Kodak, classic Kodak Brownie. We'll blow this picture up so you can see it much better. And there it is. There's the full image. And you can see again with these magazines, you'll often get this where you have the date right on top of every page, which is kind of convenient. So in case I had an interesting question and a comment on one of my YouTube videos about, do you ever get inquiries from people who question, how do you know it's from this specific issue? I've never had that problem once, honest to goodness, and I'm glad I haven't. But the good news is with almost every ladies' home journal, especially in this era, they always have the dates on them, which makes it really easy. But I thought it was an interesting question. It actually scared me a little bit because I'm like, how would I confirm that? I mean, I have a whole folder filled with a specific magazine. Like if I, as you just saw, right, with my SKU system, if I have LHJ24, I know all these ads are going to be from the same issue of the same magazine. I do have covers once in a while for the magazines. I usually keep the covers of them, especially the Life magazine covers. So I guess if I was challenged for whatever stupid reason, I could provide a cover. But again, it's never happened before. I don't anticipate it happening, but I did think it was an interesting question. But this obviously rules that out. You don't have to worry about it when it's sort of time-stamped right at the top. All right, so this is the Brownie 2A, apparently. The 2A brownies do a lot of pictures. There's a nice close-up of the box itself. I think it's a leather-bound box. If there's any photo enthusiasts here, you might be able to tell me. Only $3.50. What a deal. And I guess this is some sort of atrium for a home or something. And, of course, what camera ad would be complete without an image of sheep? All right. Then you have a young lady here with a pretty hat. And we have, I think it was a younger girl. Yeah, we have a young girl with another pretty hat. So here we go. What can you do with a brownie? There we go. So we have, for those of you who might be new to the program, new to the listing show format, basically we're going to go through a series of print ads that I've taken out of a magazine. We've all already discussed what magazine this specific lot of ads is from. I think there's like 12 or so far that I took out here. And we're going to go through, we're going to take a look at the ad itself like we just did. We'll go back to it. And we're going to, together, come up with a nice title with a bunch of keywords that we think are appropriate to try to sell this ad. And we'll discuss some specifics, and away we go. So it is a 1921 antique print ad. I always put the brand name, in this case it's Kodak, first after the year. We're going to put Brownie box camera. Then I'll go down to item category. We'll see if eBay is kind enough to give us a category to put it in. You can see that it suggests putting it in a vintage camera, box camera category. I shy away from that. We've discussed this too many times, but again, for the benefit of anybody who might be newer, when it's an advertisement, I want to put it in an advertisement category, not the actual item category, in this case a box camera, because you'll get the one-off person who, for whatever stupid reason, thinks that they're buying an actual brownie from 1921 for $15, because that's appropriate. So anyway, this other collectibles ads is kind of an abyss. That's my last line. If I have no appropriate area, I'll put it in other collectible ads. But let's try to whittle it down. You can see it suggests 60 to 69 for some reason. Again, completely wrong. But if you follow the path here, that's what it is, collectibles advertising. So we could go manually. Let's try to find something that's more appropriate for Kodak cameras. For whatever reason, there is no Kodak camera or even camera advertising category. So there's advertising. You can see these are the choices we have. I've been going to household for this one, actually, or other household, because the camera is sort of a household item. And again, welcome everyone. This is a black and white advertisement. So when it comes to the color section, that's what I indicate. Black and white, if I could spell, or multicolor for any color ad. My goodness. Let me get my keyboard back. It's in an off position because of the microphone, and I'm typing incorrectly. Here we go. Black and white. So black and white ad. Brand is Kodak. This type of advertising would be a print ad. From the US of A, 1921. And it is certainly an original. All right, that's it for the specifics. I do fill out all the specifics when it comes to print ads. It's been inactive too long for me to share a link. The Night Before Halloween was also called Mischief Night. We got to that already. Sent you a picture of the one you sold a couple years ago. Oh, did you really? Oh, thank you. Where'd you send it, Dawn? You sent an email? If you sent an email, I'll pull it up. But anyway, we have Kodak Brownie box camera, antique print ad. That's more than half of the allowable characters here for the 80 character string. Oh, Instagram. Okay, cool. So I guess we're gonna. I just think sheep is funny. So I mean, how do we not put sheep? You know what I mean? When you have sheep in a pasture or whatever, you gotta give them their props and put the sheep in there, right? Sheep, young lady, hat. Um, I guess we should put Brownie 2A, right? Because it's actually indicating a model. It's the Brownie 2A box camera. I think that's probably good. Let's go to Instagram. Doing right, sent a picture. Hopefully there's no naughty words. I don't think there are. Oh, you sold an actual brownie cam, Dawn, right? Exactly. When you have an option to put sheep in a title, you got to put them in. Very cool. Everybody revel in that beautiful image of a camera that apparently Dawn Wright sold. Very cool. Of that era, Dawn, I guess, in the 20s. Is there anything else anybody can think of as far as a keyword? We could put Eastman Kodak, technically. You know, we have the ladies and their hats, basically, right? The 2A, the brownie, the box cam. Not sure what else we might be able to put in there. But I think that's probably good for this first one. So let's let this roll. $14.99 is my new. I'm always changing pricing schemes. I think you need to. I go up and down a little bit here and there. I run sales. I take sales off. I have coupons running right now, not in print ads, but in postcards, which have yielded some nice results, by the way. Very cool. You know, just kind of keep things moving. I don't want to be stagnant with my pricing scheme. You know, it's nothing dramatic. I'll go like $16.99 is my standard. Then I'll go to $14.99. Then I'll go to $18.99, kind of based upon trends and who's buying, who's not, all that good stuff. So right now we're living in the $14.99 world for your regular good old print ad. And everything else is pretty standard. This is my new ad, right? I've been doing 8.5 all of October. You can see it suggests 12.1, whatever. So let's list it. All right, just like that, we have a print ad listed. So on to number 2. We can get rid of this picture now. So say goodbye. What I do, again, it's just for people who might be watching for the first time, is I'll delete the scan of the whatever I just listed so that I know this is my population that's left. I did want to show you guys this, so let's take a look while I have it open. I found 2 ads from a magazine that I can't identify. It was just about maybe 50 pages of a magazine. It didn't have a cover on it, didn't have a back cover on it, which is very odd for me, but it was kind of mixed within 2 other Good Housekeeping magazines. It's from 1899. We know that. So it's a very old magazine. That's one of my older ones. The oldest I have is from 1896. So this is, you know, only a couple of years later. 1899. But I listed this guy today. I just want to show everyone. It's not really a print ad. It's kind of just a print. But it's, again, you can see down here, it says 1899. And it's basically coming to the 1900, the turn of the century, the end of a century run and finishing as fresh as a daisy. Sort of a patriotic thing as Uncle Sam, you know, rolls over his competition. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Oh, Spain? There we go. The Spanish-American War in 1898, I guess. So we just trounced over Spain and we win. And here we are. And yay, there's the politicians. There's the Capitol. There's the flag. So a bit of patriotism. I should have put Spanish-American War. I might actually do that now in retrospect. But anyway, I listed this. I priced it to the moon, as I told Dawn, because Uncle Sam, as Mark can allude to if Mark comes in, if he's watching, SM Postcards, Mark out in Chicago. He sold the mother of all postcards for a lot of money with Uncle Sam on it. Uncle Sam, a very, very collectible character. I'm sure we all know that across multiple fields. Hey, what's up, Swamp Fox? How you doing? The name which we shall not reveal. But anyway, I thought this was a really interesting, groovy-looking ad. It's from 1899, basically celebrating our victory in the Spanish-American War and bringing us into the 1900. The problem, again, is I don't have what we just kind of alluded to, right? How I always indicate what magazine these things are from. I don't know what magazine this is from. So I listed this guy for $100. And it has like 3 or 4 views already, which is actually pretty good for print ads. I only listed it early this afternoon. And this was the other ad that I was able to salvage from that magazine, which I haven't listed yet. It's for William Shaver, also $18.99, which you can see down here. But no indication of the magazine. Nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. I went through those 40 or 50 pages, which was sort of loose, like I said, mixed in. and not one of them had any indication of what magazine this is, which is kind of driving me nuts, to be honest with you, because I pride myself. It's the first time ever I've had a couple of print ads that I can't, pin down. Thank God we have at least the year on it. This is 1899. But this is kind of funny. It's like a young kid shaving, or pretending to shave, I should say. But again, just look at the image, the boots, the long hair. Everybody thought the Beatles invented long hair, but he is 70 years before. Little shavers and big shavers. So I haven't listed this one yet, but I will list it. I just thought those were very nice to show. I figured it'd be nice to show off for something so old. 1899. And those 2 pages specifically are in astonishingly good condition. Some of the other papers, unfortunately, in that same magazine were ripped up, stained. I'm really happy about the Uncle Sam. So I'll let everybody know about Uncle Sam. If that does sell, I'll be announcing that one for $100. But again, we take orders. We accept offers. Excuse me. We take orders too, but we accept offers. So make an offer, folks. If anybody's into Uncle Sam, and this is a very unique item. Let's go back to it one more time, because that's the turn of the century. 20 into the 20th, and I didn't notice. This is why you got to blow all this up. There's Spain getting trounced. See, the bike ran right over Spain. So that was a victory in the Spanish-American War. Teddy Roosevelt, famously, Rough Riders, all that stuff. A few history buffs. I'm hoping that I'm going to definitely, in fact, I think we might even go do that now. Let's go to the eBay. No, I won't do it now. I'll do it after I'm done with the show. But I'm going to modify that to put Spanish-American War. That will certainly be, an important keyword, I think, for that. It's sort of a propaganda almost, like, a celebration of our victory in that very short war. All right. So away goes the Kodak camera. Let's pull up. We have food. I like to try to keep like products together when at all possible. You can see we have a couple of soap ads and cold cream and the like. Those will all sort of be listed together. We have food. We have, I forgot what this one is, but we'll blow it up. We have a Victrola. We have food. We have a movie. We have food. Let's go to food. This is cool because just the novelty of another oat company other than Quaker, right? All you ever see is Quaker Oats 9 times out of 10. So this is for Armour's Oats. Cooks perfectly in 10 to 15 minutes. And there's Mother cooking the delicious breakfast. So we'll take a bigger look at this one. But this is Armour's Oats. So again, for consistency, I'm always consistent with my titles. It's Armour's is the company name. Oats, I don't pay any attention to, even though we should put that. We don't, because it's a waste of a character per eBay. They don't acknowledge punctuation. Armour's Oats. So right out of the gate, that should pull up a cereal. So we have cream of wheat and Quaker, none of which apply. Let's see if I can do cereal. Maybe they have a generic cereal category. I think they do. I thought they did. Other cereal. There we go. Other cereal advertisements. That will do. We say it all the time, but I really love the art from the old days. So do I. Not to knock graphic design today, but mostly as just photos now. Right. I agree totally, Dawn. There's so much work put into them. They're elegant. All right. So this is cereal. And let's put my store category, proprietary store category will be food. There we go. Again, welcome in everybody to those joining. Happy Halloween Eve. Another black and white ad here. Original. This is Armour. What if it's the same folks that make Armour's ham? I bet you it is. Who knew they made it? Oatmeal 100 years ago. Data creation 1921. US. Okay. If we didn't discuss dimensions, let me just mention it really quickly. All of the full page ads in this magazine, of which everyone is except one, is 14 by 11. So nice size, little mini posters, as I like to describe them. And I kind of put that in my description. Perfect for framing. A lot of people that provide feedback when they buy it, they say they frame them. They display these things. So I love to see that. Breakfast is a delight when you serve. All right, breakfast is a delight. So I'm going to put Mother breakfast is a delight. Sometimes these things write themselves. You just use the wording that they use in the advertisement. Makes it sort of easy, doesn't it? Hot dogs, Armor hot dogs. There you go. What kinds of kids eat Armor hot dogs? Yeah, they Armor ham, canned ham, famous for that too. I definitely misspelled Armors too. Let's why don't we try to spell things correctly if at all possible? You know, Armour, right? Armour. Yep. Black and white. I think that's going to do it for this one. You know, pretty cut and dry. Nice little hot cereal. Start your day off right. Take a look at the picture just for fun. See if there's any run over dogs on the road like that have Spain written across them, like the last one. Everybody likes rolled oats. Of course they do. They're tasty and satisfying. Yes, they are. You never tire that good old fave. I do love anybody. Can we just get a thumbs up here for the love of oatmeal? Few things are more satisfying on a cold morning than a hearty bowl of oatmeal. Maybe a little bit of maple syrup, Canadian, of course, Vermont maple syrup drizzled on top. Talk about a delicious. Now, I'm not eating that because I've been doing this no-carb diet for 4 months now. But boy, do I love that stuff once in a while. Nice hot bowl of oatmeal. Very, very 60 ribs, as Grandma used to say. But yeah, pretty generic. I think we basically hit on all the things. It's mother serving breakfast. Looks like 3 heaping bowls of oatmeal right there. So thank you, Mother. And then away we go. So there's a couple of ads listed already, just that quickly, with all the shtick in between. Let's list it. Lisa found a Williams shaving soap ad on eBay that looks to be the same one as yours, accredited to 1819. Harper's Weekly. No kidding, Lisa. Thank you very much. I don't want to put that in if I don't know, but I love that level of detail. Thank you very much. It's quite possible. Very popular magazine at the time. Great work. Thank you, Lisa. And Lisa loves oatmeal with brown sugar. Brown sugar, tremendous call too. Absolutely. Karen loves the oatmeal too. I'm amongst good people. If you love oatmeal, you're in the right place. Let me tell you. Oatmeal cookies too. Love an oatmeal cookie. Mrs. Flippett, a Baker Supreme, makes some killer oatmeal cookies, folks. Fresh, warm, right out of the oven. They're kind of chewy. Damn this diet. Especially in the fall, you know, it's like it's the time to eat those kind of goodies. All right, there's 2 ads down. Let's go to the next one. We're going to, as we said earlier, let's try to stick with food. So we stay kind of in the same realm for a little bit. And what's the next food? We have this half-page ad, which we'll get to. Let's go to, I think this is another cereal ad, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am mistaken, but we'll find out. What is this one? This is, speaking of Quaker, this is Quaker Oats. Green Tidbits. Puffed rice. Okay, so this is puffed rice and puff wheat cereal. Something we've what a beautiful bowl. Look at that bowl for your cereal in the morning, folks. Isn't that kind of nice? Yeah, thanks again, Lisa. That's great work. I don't dare put it in. It probably is Harper's Weekly. You know what I mean? Now that you said it, it probably is, but I don't want to do that, and because I just made the comment that I've never had a problem, and you know that's the kiss of death. I mean, so I've never had a problem with anybody challenging the source before. Of course, this will be the one. How do you know? Especially at $100. I priced that one way up. It can't hurt. It doesn't cost anything to price it up, right? See if some nut gets it. All right. We have Quaker, excuse me, Quaker Oats cereal. So we're in the same realm of cereal, but it looks like we will go into the Quaker category now. So Quaker Oats. I'm just going to put cereal now to get it into the proper category. Then we'll whittle it down to the wheat and all that. So there we go. Cereal, Quaker. Yeah, I don't want to take a chance, but you're probably right, by the way. And I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to look at that. Black and white ad. See a trend here, folks? Same thing over and over. Unfortunately, it won't save most of these specifics, which is a pain in the neck. Print ad. I wish it would just, like when you save and sell similar, it should just keep everything the same. But it doesn't. I don't know why. 1921. There we go. Same size. Just like that, all of our specifics. Now, this picture is not behaving. Here we go. Done. Don't know why it's not pulling it in properly. And we'll try again. When in doubt, try again. There we go. I think, yes. All right, grain tidbits. So we have puffed rice and puffed wheat. I'm going to put puffed rice, wheat, cereal, green tidbits. Yeah, 72 out of 80, just like that. See how easy it is, everyone? And for fun, let's take a look at the ad if there's anything really cool. I do think that that's a beautiful looking bowl. I don't know what the little side saucer thing is. Ooh, try melted butter on puffed rice for an after-school delight or for breakfast. Interesting. Kind of like a Rice Krispie treat, right? You just basically melt butter and sugar. Professor A.P. Anderson, somebody we have mentioned, and I forgive me, I remember on a listing show months ago, we had a similar product, and someone made the comment, I don't remember who it was, that they were very familiar about the puffing process. Maybe they even worked in it. I don't remember. Does anybody remember that on a show a few months ago? Somebody had mentioned the fact that they were familiar with this puffing process, which is actually quite elaborate. Something we take for granted all the time. Big bowl is the communal bowl of dry seal, and the small box for one person. Portion control, folks. Look at the spoon relative to the communal bowl. And you wonder why, as a society, we've all grown quite large in the last 100 years. People ate less food. It's probably a good thing. But yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe that's a communal thing, as Dawn said. Very well done. Thank you, Dawn. Instead of just plonking the cereal box on the table like a peasant. That's hysterical. Yeah, exactly. Lisa, very good. You're right. Whoever it was that mentioned that, exactly. They said it was shot from guns. That's the same thing that they said. So yeah, it's crazy. It's apparently a very detailed process to puff wheat and rice. So interesting. All right, I think that's good, right? We hit all the basics that people might search for. I don't have to go nuts here. It's just a stupid piece of paper, as they say, for a 100-year-old Quaker puffed rice ad. But somebody will buy it. That's what's funny. There's always people out there. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Welcome aboard. And hi, Steven. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming in, man. We are listing print ads this evening. Welcome aboard. Great to have everyone. Thank you so much for coming in and spending your Monday evening here with me. You poor things. No. It's a pleasure. It really is nice to have everyone. All right. So that's cereal gone. We have another larger or full. Yeah, we have Campbell's soup. Let's go back to the old standby. Probably it could be one of the most common ads I list is Campbell's soup. Astonishing how popular Campbell's soup is and how many, no matter what decade you find them from, there's going to be a Campbell's soup ad. No matter what decade, what magazine, from 1895 to 5 years ago, you're going to find Campbell's soup ads. It's incredible. Campbell's soup. Soup is good food. They don't have a category for Campbell's, but they absolutely have a soup category, which is right here, food and beverage soup. So you see why I like to try to, if when at all possible, list like categories together. So I'm not changing this at all. I've stayed in my food ad category on my store, and I'm just tweaking things here and there. So Campbell's soup, it's original, it's US of A. Excuse me. 1921, it's a print ad. It is black and white. I promise you, we do have a couple of color ads to work with tonight, though, once we get through the black and whites. Black and white. There you go. Specifics are done. Campbell's soup. Tomato in this case, so we'll put tomato. These are, for anybody who might not know, these are called the Campbell's Kids. It's almost like a cartoon that goes along with the Campbell product. You need to do that more. Having to switch the categories constantly is annoying. Yeah, it's just like everything else, right? Workflow, Dawn, trying to be efficient, all the jazz that you hear about from a million people. It really is a lot of truth to it. You could be a little more efficient if you list like categories together, if at all possible. It's not always possible. It depends on what you're listing. But if I know you're like me, like you'll go like with postcards, where I'm just plowing through 100 postcards. Everything's pretty much the same with postcards or print ads. I try to do all the food together, all the cars together, or whatever the product. We have some soap ads tonight we're going to get done. We'll do them all together. I'm not saying it saves a ton of time, but it does. It's a couple less clicks, and I think they add up over the course of a day. Campbell's soup. That would be the Campbell's soup kids. Campbell's Kids, excuse me. So let's pull this up and see if there's anything. What are the Campbell's Kids up to today? You're up to date and wish to state a truth that I should know, sir. The soup I make, I'm here to take. I thank you, Mr. Grocer. So the Campbell's Kids are in the grocery store is what they are. Look at the old-fashioned scale. Love it, love it, love it. The modern way of making soup. Cream of tomato, easy as this. Just add some cream. Funny how that works. Cream of tomato. Cream and tomato. Look for the red and white label. 12 cents a can. What a bargain. So I will indicate, I'm going to put grocery store. Grocery store. Grocers. I'll put grocery store. It's more words. Characters. Grocery store. Campbell. Kids. There you go. I mean, again, how many things can you say about a can of tomato soup? But they are popular. People collect Campbell's for sure. All right, there's another one. What do we do? 4 or 5 ads listed already? Eric says you could put Joseph Campbell. Hang on my stream here. There's that little heart thing. That new heart button covers over like a portion of what you guys write. Could put Joseph Campbell Company too. Sure, absolutely. Whenever I'm looking to add keywords, like if I have I can't think of too many examples, but it does happen once in a while where something is so generic or so cut and dry. There really isn't a lot of, a lot of ways to enhance the wording or anything. It's just, Campbell's tomato soup. How many things can you say, right? So sometimes if that is the case, I will do something like you just suggested, Eric, by like, adding some full names of the proprietor, let's say, or things of that nature. Hi, Purple Soccer. How you doing? Great to see you. You sort the ads from a magazine into a certain order by category before you scan them. There you go. That's even ahead of the game too. You could have them all scanned in order. Welcome to the show. Great to have you. Now it's photo time. All right, Eric, go take some pictures. What are you photoing? Are you doing print ads? Hi, yes, Grace Drayton. Grace Drayton? You need to do that more. Who is Grace Drayton? Who are we talking about, Dawn, right? All right. Great, similar. And I think we just have this one last food ad, print ads from early 1900s. Awesome, Eric. My favorite. My favorite. Gonna mention it one more time because I'm excited about it. Sold a Houdini print last week for $70 or $79. What was it? $70. I think it was $70. I'm pretty sure it was the most. Oh, Artist for Campbell Kids. Thank you very much. I think it was the highest amount I've got on a single print ad. 70 or was it 79? I forgot the amount, but I think I listed it for $79.99. Somebody bought it for 70. I'm pretty sure. Really psyched about that. A Houdini picture from a 1918 magazine. So do take your time, Eric, and anybody else who's carving up these old magazines. Take a look at every page, as mundane and boring as it could be, because there's a lot of nonsense. It's worth taking a look because you get something like that. You see Harry Houdini. There's a bolo for you. Harry Houdini when he was alive. If you have Harry Houdini when he was alive in an article or photo or anything like that, get it up because there's avid Houdini. Plus, I didn't even realize that famously he died on Halloween, and October is kind of Houdini month. So everything, the stars aligned for the sale of that one. I was pumped. We listed that on, I think it was my last listing show at the end of September or so. Jim says, photos here too, 70s NASA press ephemera, crazy good score. Oh, that's awesome, man. Where'd you pick that up? Where's the soup? Soup is gone. No soup for us. All right, last food ad, I think. What is this one? I can't remember what this is, and I can't see the stupid thing. I don't think that's food. Okay, we're going to go to Heinz, a putrid product in my view. First of all, let's fix this. You can see this is a half a page ad, so it's just divide the width in half for the measurement portion, which means we'll do 5.5 wide. Same length. 14 by 5.5. Never has any bearing on price or anything of that nature. It really comes down to the content itself. This is Heinz. Spaghetti. Anytime you see spaghetti in a can, run for the hills, folks. No part of that. We'll go with the food and beverage. That's fine. Just again, staying in my food world here. Brand is Heinz, obviously. It is black and white again. Heinz populated there. Black and white. Oh, beautiful. Print ad. Nice. Why did this all populate by itself? Now I'm suspicious. We did change the category, didn't we? Spaghetti in a can is disgusting. Not an option. Not an option. Well, somehow the specifics are all filled. I don't know why they retain that stuff, and I'm nervous because I do something. Did I hit a button I shouldn't have hit? I don't think so. Food and beverage, other beverage, right? Other food and beverage, excuse me. Nice. Hey, let's take it. A gift from the gods, from the eBay gods. All right, let's pull the ad up itself. 14 by 5.5. Cook spaghetti and tomato sauce with cheese. Heat can in boiling water 15 minutes before opening. Here's a meal already cooked. So we'll do like ready to serve. Look at this, Dawn Wright and Queen Mum. All Heinz goods are sold in Canada, are packed in Canada. So that disgusting canned spaghetti, Canada. Dawn are packed in Canada. 57 flavors, famously. They make just about everything, Heinz. Delightful. Think of getting a delightful meal in a can. You know, again, in all seriousness, the novelty of something like this at the time must have been incredible, right? With things we take advantage of or for granted nowadays, instant meals, quick meals, fast food, all that stuff was a novelty then, and must have been miraculous to people, you know, who had to slave over a stove for hours and hours to make the most basic stuff. Not that the spaghetti and meat sauce takes more than a few minutes, but pretty cool. So I guess they would just submerge. That's interesting too. Just submerge the can in boiling water. I'm sure there's no lead involved, no toxins whatsoever. Perfectly healthy. And Eric loves spaghetti in a can. Little Chef Boyardee, Eric. Does that ring a bell? Oh, Chef Boyardee in a can. All right, Heinz spaghetti. Got to put can, right? What is the wording that you just packed? Hold on, let's pull it back up. Sorry. Let's use those words. Ready, cooked. Ready, cooked, can, tomato sauce, cheese. Bam. Camp out food. Well, that's true. Yeah. You see, I'm not against Florida Man Jim. I'm sure you're not against it either. Nice. We've talked about this. Good old can of like baked beans or something over a hot fire. Tremendous. You know what I mean? You're out in the wilderness. Some baked beans. Great call. Boston baked beans. Chili acceptable in a can. Everything is acceptable in a can. A cooked spaghetti product. For those of us who dabble in Italian food and quasi-Italian like myself, I like my pasta al dente, which means chewy. And you're certainly not going to get al dente pasta in a can. So it's going to be like mush, basically, just a conglomeration of tomato paste and mushy pasta. So unless I was really dire, I would not reach for a can. No offense to the good people at Heinz, but I would not be reaching for a can of Heinz cooked spaghetti in a can from 1921 or 1991 or any year in the future. All right, so there's another ad in the books. I just have to remember to go back and change the dimensions because that was the one and only half-page ad that we have tonight. Bam, listed. Blazing Saddles, yeah, the canned beans. Great movie. What are we down to, Karen Young? How long until York? 2.5 weeks, I think, at this point. York. My goodness, why do I keep choking on my drink? York postcard show coming up. Was it the 20th? Something like that. Of November? 17th? It was the 17th. Whatever the weekend is there. The week before Thanksgiving. Can't wait to go out there. And if anybody's, I'm hoping to meet Karen for sure. Popeye will be there without question. And maybe some more of the folks that watch the show or in this kind of, realm of resellers that enjoy paper products. Yes, Dawn, I will be there. And as will Mrs. Flippett. We will both be there with John, Popeye, postcards. I'm hearing Karen is saying she's going to come. So it'll be really cool to see everybody out there. Anybody that's, we joked about the chicken soup, but I'm probably going to get some chicken soup because it was just that good. Yeah, that answers that. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Ryan's Vintage Postcard. Is this Ryan from a well-known Ryan who's just expanded his YouTube name, or is this a new Ryan? Because we know a Ryan by another name, don't we, Dawn Wright? In either instance, welcome, Ryan. Thank you for coming in. All right, Campbell's soup is out of here. So let's go to, what do we have? We got a bunch of soap, right? We have 2 or 3 soaps and cold creams. Let's do that kind of stuff. Pretty ad. This is something Dawn, I will need your help on because it's a very artistic piece here. We talked about one of these offline. I think it was the same product, as a matter of fact. French toilet perfume stuff with very ornate artwork. So let's take a look at this one. This warrants a close-up. Let's get our product first. We are talking about made in France, pronounced Dear Kiss. It's basically, you can see right here, extract, face powder, talc, toilet water, which is perfume. Vegetal? What is vegetal? Sachet, soap, rouge, cold cream. Anybody know what vegetal is? My French contingent? Hoping for some answers on the. I've never heard of this term. Vegetal. What is that? Right there. Talk to me, doing right. You represent the entire country of Canada. 17th. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, we'll be there on the 17th. It's a weekend. Is that Ryan? Or is this a new Ryan? You're welcome. And no matter who you are, you're welcome to the show. Anyway, very pretty artwork on all these. I have several of these ads. They're very ornate. All right, cool. It's you, Ryan. Welcome to the show. I didn't recognize the vintage postcards tag there, but they're very cool. Welcome aboard. Thanks for coming in. What a majestic piece of art. I mean, give me a break. Talk about over the top. You got swans pulling the damsel here. You got the angels up in the heavens. King and a queen, I guess. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe that's the court jester down there. Let's see. So joyed were the fairies that they attended her wedding en masse, meaning in a large group, right? Some came in chariots drawn by swans. There we go. Some riding on soft clouds, some on golden globes. From leagues around they came. And how well Prince Persistent deserved the love of Constance, the fairies all attested. So this, folks, this is like right out of a medieval fairy tale or something. Very interesting, beautiful artwork. Vegetable. Is it just simple as vegetable? Purple Socko? I'd love to know how does that fit into this string here of extract, face powder, talc, toilet water, vegetable? Listed elsewhere as vegetable for the hair. Sounds a bit like Vitalis. Very good. Lisa with the Vitalis reference. There you go. Whatever happened? A little dabble do you? Is that Vitalis? A little dabble do you? It's just kind of strange. So we're saying it's sort of a, like a Vitalis product, a hair gel, a hair grease, for lack of a better word. But this is truly a beautiful, look at all the artwork, all the way down here. You even have these wacky fairy characters, whatever they are. I don't know what's going on here. Dragging like a weird clown thing. We have this very ornate drawing up here. AHS and Company, 1921. This very nice border around the image as well. So we have tons of keywords aplenty. So much so that the actual product becomes virtually irrelevant here. Pronounced in France, Dear Kiss. It is very pretty, Purple Socko. I agree. I have a bunch of these ads. I shouldn't say a bunch, maybe 10 across the years. And they usually sell pretty well. They sell for a good price. You don't put your typical pricing scheme if you come across these things. They are little mini pieces of art. I mean, look at this thing. All this to sell perfume. Right? Very, very pretty. Dawn conspicuously. Oh, vegetal just means plant. Okay. I was going to say Dawn conspicuous in her absence, but there she is. All right. So we have DJER. Yeah, Kiss. I'm going to put perfume for the sake of trying to find a category for it, and then we'll whittle it down a little bit. Perfume and cologne. Beautiful. We'll switch my store category. I have one that's called personal care or something. Personal care products. There we go. Bam. Put that in there. All right. It's original. This is multicolor. Extremely so. DJER Kiss. DJER Kiss is the brand. It's printed. From the US of A, and it's created in 1921. We got to put France in there, obviously. France. Fairy tale or fantasy? Yeah, absolutely. Fairy tale is perfect. Fairy tale. Fairy tale art. Fairy tale. Fairy, says CJ. Correct. Absolutely. I mean, there's so much going on. Look at this. They reference a hotel in Paris. Madame Shoes. What was the name of these characters? Are they characters? Are they actual people? I don't know. Mademoiselle. Here we go. Adapted from a little French fairy tale. There you go. Elves, says Purple Circle. Yeah, I was going to say cherub. They're not really cherubs, though, right? They don't have wings. Prince Persistent and Constance. Should we put those two individual names? Prince Persistent and Constance? Chariots drawn on swans. I love that's beautifully written of this image right here, right? Chariots. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Jump in and help us out with this one. Look at this incredible piece of art, essentially, for a perfume ad from 1921. We're trying to come up. There's so much going on here. We're trying to be. I should say I'm trying to get as many good keywords in here as possible. And this is going to be. Oh, there are some fairy wings here. Try to get a premium on this print ad. Art Deco, says Barbara right out of the gate. We're talking 1921. Schwan. Sweaty Schwans. Let's see. I love that imagery. The word of swan, chariot, swans. And we don't have to write a coherent sentence. Just plugging keywords. Art Nouveau, says Purple Circle. So it's not Art Deco? Ah, I'm out of characters. Man. Fairy tale, France. Shoot. I'll just put swans. Noveau, says Purple Circle. We're going to believe her. Nope. Noubeau. There we go. Well, regardless, just so you know, this is being priced way up because it's absolutely majestic. And again, I take offers. I've had some luck selling these in the past. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, what's up, man? Jackie Jack is here. Great to see you, man. The Totster has arrived. Welcome to the show, man. We are listing print ads from 1921. We're hung up on this one because it's so ornate, so purty, and just has it's keyword heaven, sort of. Look at just this little fairy tale right there. Soft clouds, golden globes, chariots, swan-drawn chariots. Incredible. And then again, there's the image. You got the fairies here flying around. You got the globes in the sky. You got the how do we not indicate a castle? But the swan-drawn chariot is awesome. Loving that. And then you got Constance and who is the guy? Constance and I forgot the guy's name. Prince something. Well, that's a doozy of a print ad, everyone. We're going to leave it right there. I think that's pretty good, right? The company, perfume, antique print ad, France, fairy tale swans, Art Nouveau. Good enough for me. Let's release it to the hounds and see what happens. Thanks for everybody's input on that one. That was fun. I love coming across the really ornate ads like that instead of a can of tomato soup. They're all different, folks. They're all different. To think it's in the same Prince Persistent. There you go. Despite coming from the same magazine, these things are all different. All right, that was a nice one. And we've entered the realm of color, which is kind of nice too. All right. Let's go with the Pompeian Night Cream. Another ad I have lots of. Oh, the company of ads I have lots of, I should say. Pompeian Night Cream. Also usually very nice artwork on these. Night Cream. Let's just get that right. Excuse me, right in. Find a category. Health and beauty ads. Sure enough. We'll keep this in my personal care products. Again, this is why I list like products sort of together. I try to. Just, one less thing to click on, one less category to switch. It's original. It's multicolor. It's printed. It is Pompeian. I think that's the name. Actually, let's make sure that's not just like kind of a tag, but the brand is something else. The Pompeian Company. Nope, it is absolutely the Pompeian Company. You can see it's a little giveaway here. Shopping hint in a purse. Not sure what that means. Now you do so. Here's something I want to bring up to everybody, especially newer people. You see how this has a little bit of a jagged edge? That's not a problem because I will use my wonderful product, my large trimmer that's linked below if you're interested in picking it up. There's an affiliate link. Several people have bought it. I really appreciate that. Get a little kickback. Not a lot, I promise you, but something. And it is truly a great product. It's linked below if you want to see in the description for the trimmer. What's great about it, it accommodates ads like this, 14 inches long, 20 inches long, anything in between. You can slice it very neatly. But this is a case where I will absolutely trim. And again, remember, folks, this is only 11 inches across the whole scan. So you're talking like what? A quarter of an inch. I'm just going to trim that nice and neatly. It doesn't compromise any of the artwork at all. Doesn't even, whatever that 773 indicates, it won't compromise any of that stuff. It just makes a great presentation. So when this guy sells exactly, Todd, chop, we will trim that bad boy off, make it look sharp. And through the miracle of the Google, well, it's not through Google, of Windows, all we got to do is go like that, you see. And suddenly it's a perfect scan. Look at that. So let's bring this one in. If I didn't already, I forgot. Yeah, we're going to re-bring it in because I want to get rid of that choppy edge there. That's bad show. You found out artist name for the Der Kiss, Willy Pogne, Hungary. Very interesting. Got over 150 print ads from a pop-up flea market in New York for $16. All plastic sleeves, dated with backerboard. That's awesome, Eric. Very nice. Good luck to you. All like early 1900s, you were saying? Eric says that's the issue. Taking each out and photo and put back. Time consuming. Yeah, there's some time. But, good things come to those who wait, they say. And good things come to those who take the time to do it right and do it neatly. I think it's time well spent, honestly. When you realize what, we have Eric saying he spent $16 on 150, whatever, do the math there. What is that per ad? 16 divided by 150. He spent 11 cents an ad, right? Not bad. 11 cents into $20, $15, in this case, $50. I think it's worth taking a few minutes to trim things and make them look, presentable. That's all. All right. So we're going to need to blow this up. We have our specifics filled out. Nope, we don't. US 1921. This is where we were stuck. The brand is Pompeian, Pompean. Is that correct? EIAN. Yep. All right. There's the specifics done. Night cream. Let's take a look at the artwork on this one. Not quite as ornate as the last one, but still pretty. Everybody had a maid in the 20s. See so many ads like this where mother is sleeping and then the maid is opening the shades, you know what I mean, to make her oatmeal for the morning. The awakening of beauty. Morning has broken. Honeymooning in Venice. Look at this. Honeymooning in Venice down there. Just sneaking that in for no reason. Brings beauty while you sleep. That's their little tagline. So that's basically everything. You saw you first thought it said Pomeranian. All right. let us start filling in some words. I'm going to go with Beauty Awakens because that's a just interesting and easy to steal. I mean, borrow from the ad itself. Good evening, gang. What's up, Keith? How you doing? Pretty sure the zombie apocalypse is happening at your local Walmart. What is going on, man? Again, thank you all for coming in. If you haven't had a chance, leave a thumbs up. Hope you get a sale with that thumbs up. We used to have a guarantee, but that's when we had 50 plus people. There's only 30 now. So when we get to 50, you get your guarantee again. But please leave a thumbs up. It helps the video. All right. Beauty Awakens. What else can we indicate from this picture? Anybody have any idea? Maid drawing curtains. I just think it's very interesting that they threw this in at the bottom. Maybe I'll throw it in honeymooning in Venice. I mean, again, when you have a chance to write honeymooning in Venice in your listing, you probably do that. So just for fun. In Venice. Italy, no. Honeymoon in Venice. There you go. Simple. We'll go back to our normal pricing scheme. Currently at $14.99. Just got back from grocery shopping, one of your least favorite chores. Yeah, I did some grocery shopping today. It's every 2 or 3 days I have to go grocery shopping. Always running out of stuff. As I sit here eating peanuts and cheese all day. And nothing else. All right, create similar. All right, nice one there. And I think we have at least one more of these soap beauty product sort of ads. Let's get them done too. Get rid of Pompeian. Hopefully everybody sees the logic here. I hope I'm not like upsetting anybody about my technique, but this is what I do. I scan all the images on my beautiful scanner, also linked below, into a folder here. I have a new folder. I put, to be listed, eBay, something to that effect. Sometimes I'll date the folder, but it depends on how many I'm doing. And then as I finish, as I list one, I delete it from this population so I know what my population is left to list. So let's go to this soap. We have good old Fell's Naphtha. Again, a staple of turn of the century through the 30s, basically, is where you'll see these things constantly. Soap. Soap. Another one where I could probably do a little, see that little stuff. Little frayed edges there. We'll take care of that with the tremendous trimmer. JJ Nape or Sales. Let's see what it says. My goodness, that sweet, clean clothes smell. We have again mother. So we're gonna do. It's gonna be simple. Laundry. Sweet, clean clothes smell. That's it. I was gonna put housewife. I usually put housewife. Any of this stuff. Can't wait until I can send my kids to the store. You say that, but then if you're anything like me, you miss them to death. So I miss my babies. There is a soap category right there. Bam. Let's put it in the right one. Even though we could probably get away with that generic household items thing, I try to, when at all possible, put it in a proper category. Even though it's a pain in the neck because now I got to go through this whole dance again. But is it really that hard? No, it's not. Add. Copy and paste is your friend. 1921. Here we go. See? Spent more time whining about it than I actually did doing it. Not a big deal. So there's a soap ad for you, everybody. List that one. How many listings do we have done already? CJ keeps a count every show. Anybody else a fan of Bailey's Irish Cream? Once in a blue moon. Man, oh man. Mrs. Flippett went out and bought me a bottle of Bailey's Irish Cream last night, and I couldn't be more grateful. Little after dinner aperitif. Lisa Piles loves the Baileys, I hope. I know we have another soap ad, so let's leave that out. And we will put in Phil's naphtha. We will replace with, let's see what else. This is some kind of soap ad. I was pretty sure. I just can't say anymore until we blow it up. This is for, yes, of course it is. This is for, what kind of soap is this one? Maybe it's not soap. Is it skincare? Jergens. Oh, it's Jergens lotion. There we go. Similar to soap. Jergens hand. I'll put body lotion. Oh, the Baileys on the Christmas list? Absolutely. Fill my stocking with Baileys. So bloody expensive, though. It's ridiculous. You know, I don't remember the dimensions, but what she got was a smaller bottle. It literally winds up being like 3 of these glasses. This is not a big glass, folks. This is a talking 4-inch tall glass with a lot of ice in it. I'm lucky if I get 3, maybe 4 drinks out of that bottle, and it's like $50. And if you get the big one, it's like $70, and you get 6 drinks out of it. Very expensive product, but oh so good. Jergens. Cosmetics and hair care. We're going to go other beauty ads. We're going to go multicolor original Jergens. Yeah, it's honestly, it's almost like a dessert to me, the Baileys. My drinking days, I'm a whiskey man primarily. You know, if I'm going to drink or scotch. But yeah, like an after dinner thing, it's almost like a dessert, like I said, especially, you know, what better way when you're on a low carb diet than sucking down a couple of ounces of Baileys. You know, it's I think the second time I've had this in like 6 months. So little treat. My Halloween gift. So I'm going to go nuts and have it. So tasty. It's actually delicious over vanilla ice cream, believe it or not. 1921. I know Lisa knows that. All right, we have our Jergens. You too can have the charm of a skin you love to touch. Hey now. So we'll put something goofy like romantic, couple skin, soft skin, stuff like that. What else? We do have an artist very clearly defined here. Here you go. Doing right. Get on that. Something Graham. I don't know what that is. Congratulations. Purple Soccer with a sale. Congratulations. Bailey's, the other dessert. Exactly. It's basically ice cream. You know, it's a milk product. Delicious. Congratulations, Purple Soccer. That's awesome. Sniffing a woman. Hey. Anybody know who that artist is? Is that somebody we want to investigate? I know Dawn's all over this already as we speak. CJ probably on it too. CJ's a big analytics guy, and it's a better show for having both of those folks in this show. Let me just tell you, every time. And I cannot be, in all seriousness, cannot be more thankful. CJ, a bunch of you guys. Dawn, always here. Thank you very much, folks. Well, coming up in January, it'll be 2 years already that I've been doing this channel. Video started in February, so a couple more months. We'll be talking 2 years already. You need new glasses. I think it's Graham. Is it like F Graham or T Graham something? 21. You got the year down there. I just don't know. If anybody wants to investigate that, take a screenshot and do it at your leisure. It's definitely worth taking a look once in a while with these artists because you never know. You might find somebody really renowned, in which case you definitely want to mention that in the body of your description or in your title, and it might warrant, you know, some more money. So, but in this case, I think we're just dealing with a creepy guy sniffing a girl, as somebody just said. I don't know what's creepy about, you know, just giving you a girl a kiss on a. It's not really creepy, is it? All right, bam. Hi, my Dakota home. How you doing? Welcome aboard. CJ, F. Graham Coots. There we go. Popular illustrator and portrait during the 20th century, born in Staunton and educated at the University of Virginia, he entered the New York School of Art. CJ all over it. What's up, Maria? How you doing? Welcome, Empty Nesting 2, a.k.a. Maria. On the side, the name, My Dakota Home. Welcome, My Dakota Home. Great to have you. We are doing some listing tonight. In case you're just joining, it looks like a bunch of people just joined. Listing print ads from a issue of Good Housekeeping, was it? I think it's Good Housekeeping. No, Ladies' Home Journal, excuse me, from October of 1921. Let's go to drafts. Don't know how I got out of that. Did I just, I think I inadvertently forgot to save that as a draft, so we'll have to go back in. That's okay. Here's to show everybody what to do when you screw up. You go into the last ad you listed. There's this one. And you go sell now. Sell similar. And you copy and paste because it doesn't really take much from it. Perfect for framing. I've done this before. Can you tell? Template. And then I will copy my last description. Take it. Sorry about that, folks. That's what happens when you forget to, when you just hit continue instead of sell similar. But thankfully, it keeps most of the stuff. And again, copy and paste, always your friend. 14. I'm going to have to input prices. I might have to put the shipping thing back in. We'll see. Yep. 7 ounces. Okay, that's all retained. Beautiful. All right, where were we? Jergens is gone. And what do we have left? What the heck is this? I can't remember what this is, this product. So let's just take a look. It looks like I have an extra space in there. We'll fix that. Again, a little shoddy edging there. Take care of that with the old tool. Look at that. Beautiful. You have a scratch sheet, copy and pasting. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what the heck this ad is for. This is for yeast. Oh, it should have been in the food section. Fleischmann's yeast. What I like about this one, just at first glance, you got a choo-choo train. You got cool car/trucks of the era. You got the U.S. map. Long before, the Dominion of Canada. Darn right. The Dominion of Canada, as it was known. Why don't you educate us with your Canadian knowledge? When did it cease becoming the Dominion of Canada? We need to know this. See, I'm glad I pulled this up. Dawn will now recite her 5th grade history lessons for our edification. Your dominion is vast. This is true. But I do like the choo-choo right there. Good old steam-powered, probably, locomotive. You know what I mean? You got some cool-looking cars with the, yeast was all the rage, obviously. This tiny plant is grown rapidly day and night and delivered fresh every morning. And there's your grocer. There's your guy. He's taking in the incoming stuff. The grocer is taking in his new supply of yeast. Educate us, oh queen. We do need to know this. The Dominion of Canada. All right, so this is Fleischmann's. Of course, I spelled that wrong. I tried to be all cool and pretend I knew how to spell that. Fleisc. I missed it by one. No, I didn't. Lei. SCHMANN. Fleischmann G. So we're going to put locomotive. Yes, we are. Put vintage cars. Lots going on in this one. Exactly. Where so much so that, again, the Fleischmann yeast component becomes almost irrelevant. What's going to sell this one, I would think, is the choo-choo train, the U.S. map, the cool old cars. Look at that. You know, the awning there on the buildings. Love the choo-choo, though. Shipped daily by Special Express from 11 factories. Model T. Is that a Model T, CJ? Would that be a Model T? 1921? That's kind of late for a Model T, isn't it? Dominion of Canada was used until the 1960s. Officially stopped. Stephen, thank you very much. Oh, all the way up to 82? Really? I don't remember that. Do any of you guys remember it being going the Dominion of Canada and up till 82? I don't remember that. I just said, oh, Canada. Thank you, Stephen, very much. I still can't spell Fleischmann's, folks. Let's do this one more time before I kill somebody. Fleisch. Fleisch. Mann. Mann. I did spell it right. 1914 to 1925. Is the Model T. Loving it. Loving it, CJ. Thank you, sir. Vintage model. I'll put Ford, right? Ford Model T cars. Beautiful. And that alone could sell this ad. What's up, Eddie? How you doing? Eddie Golden. Does anyone ship postcards internationally using eBay's first class mail? It doesn't want to work for me. Called eBay and they said they got rid of this. Is this really true? Thanks. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Watch Me Choke, Eddie Golden. Great to have you. Eddie Golden the third, I should say. International shipping on postcards. I only sell my postcards domestically. Good to see you as well, sir. Thank you very much for coming in. Dominion, as in Dominion of the UK, later referred to as part of the British Commonwealth. Very cool. Well, again, this one is going to now eclipse the realm of just a Fleischmann's yeast ad because of all these other cool things. The choo-choo train, the Model T. Thank you, CJ, once again. So let's get into, maybe I'll even put it in a Ford category. That's actually a good idea to appeal to those folks. I would think more people are apt to search for a Ford Model T than are for Fleischmann's yeast. I mean, I'm just saying. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So we'll put this in automobile to try to get the car enthusiast, of which there are billions. Original printed. Printed actually populates on this category. That's interesting. Black and white. $1921. But Model T, 1921, US. Excuse me. And in the words of Jackie, we will jack up the price of this one, Jackie Jack. We will. So you can see the median. Use this. If anybody ever uses this, I never do, because if you look at where it says sell similar or see similar items, we have a 1931 Ford truck. It has nothing to do with my Fleischmann's ad. I don't know where they pull this in. I guess the word Ford. So I'm going to go $29.99 on that one. Just because I want to. Oh, custom label is LHJ 24. All right, that looks good. Let's make sure. Dot our I's, cross our T's. Model T. This is all in there, sure. 14, nope, see, 14 by 5.5. That would be incorrect. That's an item not subscribed. Number 11. Yeah, it's useless. I mean, it could be great if it was more in tune with what you're listing. It must be just pulling, a couple of words probably from your title. I don't think I've ever seen an instance where I've pulled something up and it's been a match for what I'm actually trying to list, or even comparable to what I'm trying to list. So it's a shame. Right here, Dawn, right? You see this feature here, sold listings in the last 90 days. Sometimes when you put an item up, it'll give you what supposedly are comps for the ad or whatever you're listing. And in this case, it's just pulling up a Ford ad from 1931, which has nothing to do. Oh, we could take a look at it. But by the way, no offense. I don't want to reveal whoever listed this, but this is a crappy listing. Because look at that picture. It's off center. It's just terrible. Go get the scanner, folks. Don't be cheesy. Presentation is everything. All right, so we're going to list this. Yeah, we laugh at that, Dawn, right? You sold a 1943 World War II themed Studebaker ad, $26. Congratulations, Lisa. Love the World War II, my favorite era for print ads. I'm not a fan of the war in any way, shape, or form, but the print ads from the 40, 41 to 45 are my sweet spot. I love those ads. I love listing them. They almost always sell, and they almost always sell for a premium. So very well done. And plus, you parlay it with a Studebaker or a car brand that doesn't exist anymore. Fantastic work. $26. And you sold it on Etsy, which actually makes me very envious because I have had no luck selling print ads on Etsy, which is a shame. I really hoped that I could sell a bunch of print ads on Etsy, but alas. All right, there is the groovy Choo-Choo Train Model T ad. We should have a few left. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to remember that's for Fleischmann's Yeast because nobody really cares. All right, we have a couple left. Let's see. We have exactly a couple left. Let's go to the old Victrola. Turn on the old Victrola. In the words of Donna Summer. Dim all the lights, sweet baby. Victor. Talking machine. How cool is that? Old record players, old phonographs called talking machines because, well, that's what they are. Predates radio. I don't think radio was out yet in 1921. Certainly not in the masses. This is going to be music. I could put, yeah, I'll put, do I have phonograph? Do I have a phonograph section? Radio. It's not really a radio. I'll put music. That's fine with me. That's only in my own category, so really, who cares? Black and white. Scanning takes forever with a flatbed. No, it doesn't. It looks so much better. You just scan them in mass, as we just said earlier. Just keep going, and you have a perfect, and then you tweak them with your software, and look at how nice they look. Anybody a fan of the rock band Blondie when they used to be punk? They have a phenomenal song at the end of the Eat to the Beat album, which I bought in 1979. My favorite Blondie album. Second to last song is called Victor. Look it up on YouTube. It is a smoking song. Victor by Blondie. Killer song. Very, very heavy. Great song. Victor, Blondie, Eat to the Beat, 1979. There's your tip of the day. All right, so there's lasting satisfaction in owning a Victrola. Let's put Victrola up there, actually. Phonograph. Living room. Well, there is to that, but I do want to look at the ad, and let's put a regular pricing scenario here. We have mother and father, apparently, kicking back. A fern in the background. Dawn will tell us the exact genus of this fern, I'm sure. Blondie does rock. Blondie was so good. I love Blondie, man. They have a box set that came out last year. It's like a whole chronology of Blondie. I really want to get it, but it's very expensive. Victor. Look up Victor. Dawn Wright likes music. Look up Victor by Blondie. Smoking song. You're going to be like, oh my God, that's Blondie. It's so heavy. It's ridiculous. And she screams. It sounds so good. Oh, it's almost like Wizard of Oz when the monkeys, the flying monkeys. What's the song they sing? It kind of sounds like that. His master's voice, of course, the legendary, iconic insignia of Victrola. There's lasting satisfaction owning Victrola. So I just put living room. I don't think there's really much else to put. And we'll list this one. It's worth putting nipper in there. What is a nipper? Because I will blindly trust you and put the word nipper and probably be scolded for doing so. I don't have enough room to put nipper. I'm pretty sure, Lisa, yes. They're ornate. They're like pieces of furniture, as you say. Let's look up that thing. How beautiful that is. Of course, you had to wind them up. Got like a beautiful dresser or something, right? Look at that. All wood. It's a really nice image right there, actually. It almost looks like it could be a photograph that they drew over. Dawn, right? Over to you. Have I ever found legal size scanners that were cheaper? No, I have not, Eric. That's the one I found. I know it's pricey, but man, oh man, it is worth its weight in gold. If you do a lot of this stuff, and again, remember, it's not just for print ads. Scan anything on it. I scan record album covers on that. It fits it perfectly. Again, it's the things that like that set it apart. You know, if anybody sells records, when you put an LP cover up, if you put it like in a light box or something, which I have over to the side, it's almost always a little off skew. You know, you're holding a camera or your phone or whatever. It's very hard to get it dead on. Takes that out of the equation. You can even scan the actual LP itself. You could 78 size scan on that. Any book, you can open up magazines, 2 pages, and scan it. It accommodates everything. You could theoretically, if you don't have I was gonna say thermal printer, not that, a scanner for postcards like my Epson ES400, you could put 4 or 5, probably more than that, 6 or 7 postcards all together and scan them all in the front and scan them all in the back. It's a great, great product. I've had it a couple of years, never had a problem. Yep, Epson 400. I have the ES400 as well. Duplex scanner, that's the word. Again, excuse me, over to CJ for the pricing. Look at the price. We're talking 1921, folks. $1,500 for a record player, basically, a phonograph in 1921. Let's put that into perspective. CJ, over to you. What is $1,500 in 1921 in today's money? $20,000, $15,000. Think about how expensive this is, folks. That's what your husband does. Yeah, it's a great way to do it. You could, spread them out. Of course, if you have the means eventually, if you sell some postcards, go ahead and get yourself a duplex scanner. It saves loads of time. They're so fast. You could scan 50 at a clip, front and back, boom. But until you get to that point, absolutely perfect to use that scanner for multiple projects. It's a fantastic scanner. It's great for records. It's great for 78s. The label itself comes out so perfectly. The covers come out perfectly. Anything you can fit in it. Any piece of paper you can fit in there. 1920s, everyone was making bank. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, this is the roaring 20s at their onset, basically, right? But $1,500, and then CJ is working. I could already see him on the calculator. 25,000. Thank you, Dawn. Right, $25,000 phonograph. Not for the faint of heart. Thank you, Dawn. CJ asleep at the wheel, apparently. Just kidding, CJ. All right, we're down to one ad, folks. About 25K, says Jackie Jack. Obscene, isn't it? $25,000 phonograph. You can get a heck of a record player right now for $25,000. All right, we are down to our final print ad, folks. I think we had 12. But sometimes there's too many for these shows, and sometimes there's way too few. It all depends on how much chatting we do in between. The final one is for Paramount Pictures. We are big time in the talk, in the, excuse me, not in the talk, is in the silent film era, which we're going to denote. Paramount. And this is interesting. I have a few of these ads too. It's not about a specific movie necessarily. It's about the novelty of going to the pictures, as they used to say, or going to the movies. So Paramount Pictures, and then it'll tell you like some of the films that were coming out that month or something usually. But it's like the family all excited. Let's take a look at this. I have a few of these ads. So we're definitely going to put silent films. Here you go. So here's a whole Paramount Pictures. Here's the list of movies coming out between August and November. Princess of New York. And it's, again, worth looking through these just in case there's some like legendary film. Fatty Arbuckle. Look for names. Look for, at this time, if we saw like Charlie Chaplin, somebody like that. Cecil B. DeMille, obviously very famous. Footlights, Cappy Ricks, Fatty Arbuckle again, and Gasoline Gus. Who could forget that one? So that's a whole. Gloria Swanson is in there. I didn't see that, Lisa. Where's Gloria Swanson? Good call. There she is, Gloria Swanson with Wallace Reed. Yep. So that's definitely something I would indicate as a movie star. But and here's another artist we have. This one's pretty clear. Is it Richard? Richard Vincent Gutler? But it's the family all excited. They're drawing straws apparently to see who's going to get to go to the pictures tonight. with father or grandfather, whoever that is. Who stays home with the baby? There you go. Yep, the drawn straws or Fatty Arbuckle. Yes, he did. Absolutely. We don't talk about Fatty Arbuckle. We don't talk about Fatty Arbuckle in high praise. Yeah, he was supposedly a murderer. I don't know if he was later acquitted, but it was a big scandal. But we are going to put silent films or silent movies. Show me Gloria Swanson. Great call, Lisa. I almost don't want to put Fatty in there just because of his reputation as a murderer. Stay home. No. Stay baby. That sounds pretty stupid, but whatever. Home baby. There you go. Movie memorabilia and flyers pre-1940. Sure. That's what this is. It's an ad or a flyer for the movie industry, isn't it? I would say so. Movie star films, original. Look at how simple this is. There's like nothing in here. Go like $18.99 on that one. Home baby, not to be confused. Exactly, not to be confused with the away baby. I want picture silent movies. We want to get silent movies in there. Silent movies, plural. Gloria Swanson, again, Lisa Piles with the acknowledgement there. If not for being a murderer, we probably would have put Fatty Arbuckle. He was a legendary silent film star. Bam. All right, we're going to do create similar, even though I am done. And I'm just going to save this as my next draft for print ads. Just like that, we have, I think, 12 or so listings. Let's go to the old StreamYard. Let's get rid of this. Welcome, everybody. Let's get my gleeful Happy Halloween Eve thing back up there. I think I have that still. Maybe I don't. Sure I do. Happy Halloween Eve, everybody. Thanks for coming in tonight. Hope you had some fun. I certainly did. We got some listings done. Hopefully it inspires you to do the same. It's all about getting listings up. Let's be honest. I did want to make a change to that really cool Uncle Sam ad that I referenced earlier in the show. We'll pull that back up just for fun. I'm going to put Spanish-American War, if I have the space to do so. 1899 print. Lots of listings. Yeah, I mean, not tons of listings, but pretty cool, right? I appreciate you coming in. So I'm going to change my wording. I'm going to put Spanish-American War for sure. War. Victory. That's what I'll do. Victory rubbing it in. That. Like a glove. I'll show everybody this ad again one more time. Price this one to the moon, as I said. $99.99 for Uncle Sam. Pull this up just so I can show you everybody what I did. It's got 4 views so far today, which for print ads is good. Believe it or not, as woeful ever since they changed the whole way they calculate, they being eBay, how they calculate views was changed radically like a year and a half ago or so. Let me just show you. We used to get like 100 views. I think that was lousy. That's the ad, folks. Again, it's not really an ad. It's just a print from the same magazine. Can't figure out the exact name of the magazine, although there was some speculation earlier, which is probably correct. But it's an issue, an 1899 antique original print, Uncle Sam, 20th century. It's the dawn of the 20th century because it was December of 1899. The forthcoming 20th century. and Spanish-American War victory. Uncle Sam is riding over what looks like a dog or something in the road that has the word Spain on it. And you got the ecstatic congressman or something in the background with the U.S. Capitol. So I will let everybody know if that sells for that premium that I put up there. Again, I take offers. If somebody offers $50, I'd probably take it in a heartbeat, truth be told. Stupid piece of paper, you know? And the unique thing about this thing was if you weren't watching the original show, I just want to reiterate one more time. There was like 50 pages from this unknown magazine sticking in the middle of when I was looking for the magazine we listed this evening, the Ladies Home Journal. It was just stuck in there. I'm like, that looks older. What is it? And it said $18.99. So I figured I would list that, see what happens. Excuse me. Oh, he was acquitted. Interesting. Yeah, Dawn always, always being Dawn. Well, thanks everybody. Hope you appreciate it. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you enjoyed being here. If you haven't had a chance to leave a thumbs up, please go ahead and do that before you head out. And if you watch the show and enjoy the content and you're not yet subscribed, I'd be honored if you would consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to try to stick to the schedule of doing live listing shows on Fridays. We usually do a chat show on a Monday, and then videos, just regular recorded videos during the week. I'm going to try to get a lot more up. Now that things have settled down, we're heading into November. Look for definitely a live remote, probably from New York postcard show on November 17th and 18th, I think it is, that weekend. Hopefully we'll see some of you folks out there. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Very happy Halloween tomorrow, and I'll see you in November on Friday night. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming in.